Well, I think Monday when we played in finals in Aegis, I think it was a wake-up call that we hadn't really played and we didn't really prepare and vibes were off. So I think we went into game 2 wanting to keep vibes up, and we did a little bit more prepping, had a little bit more of a draft plan, and yeah.
I didn't really do anything special. I think it was mainly my teammates that kind of prepared themselves better. Main thing that I did was locked in, helped out more in draft. I don't know, try to be more vocal for my teammates, because I felt like I dropped the ball on that on Monday. But other than that, I didn't really do much.
Yes, so for preparations, I helped out with, help my teammates with Google Sheets, and discuss what they play. And we had to make adjustments because we found out, the day before that there's a substitute coming in, so we had to make adjustments from there. And all of the work that I've done has been there, so it's up to my teammates if they want to do it or not. And yes, they showed up.
We played the majority of the same team the previous day in the ADL finals, and we got our butts whooped. And a big reason for that was that our morale was pretty down. Like, we weren't really in the headspace, so we were pretty much got together like a lot earlier than we usually do before the finals, and just got our comms going, got our communications up and running, and I think that helped a lot going into the set.
Probably Zohair. I think Zohair is by far the only other good jungle in Diamond. So I think learning his playstyle and playing around an actual good jungle, I think, was pretty interesting.
I'm gonna be real. I was only excited to play against Katanology. He was the ADC for TWF. But I'm gonna be real. The entire season was more about us playing against ourselves than it was us about playing against the other team. Because I'm not gonna lie, I think all the other teams are fucking garbage. But that's just me. I think IDI was a bit of a harder team, but we had 5 bans against them and all their main players. And I guess 3 bans against TWF. And them having a sub was too much for them.
I would say, I think actually prepping, the hardest thing to prep is TWF, because pretty much just because of Zohair. He can literally play anything, and if their starter ADC is also there as well, this also makes the prep to be harder, in my opinion.
It's hard for me to say because I didn't even play the full season. I got made a starter halfway through the season, so I didn't exactly get to play half the league. And ever since I've been in, it's been pretty much an easy breeze through most of both the rest of the regular season and finals. Only dropped 2 games total? 3 games, because we dropped 2 to IDI. And I guess that one was the hardest match, was IDI, and I feel like that was more us getting into our own heads than anything else.
It's a loaded question. I think everyone did a lot on our team, and it's kind of hard to pinpoint, but if I had to say who really made the biggest difference in our season, was Teals for coming in and last second and really changing our team up and really filling a hole that needed to be filled in our team, I think, and kind of remove the tumor as well.
Jesus. We had a lot of support from Palace. We had a lot of support from Teals, along with Peels, our super subs. I think it's hard. I think if Mason wasn't as good as he was this season, I think we struggle a lot as a team. So I'm in between the boat of it being Mason or Teals.
Mason.
Masuf.
Top laner for ID Frozen.
I would have to say it's either Masuf or Godly. they all said playing enough for Misu. So for Godly, I would say that he's pretty much always the first one to show up to whatever we're scrimming, matches, whatever it is. He's the first one there, and he keeps the comms lighthearted and like keeps us lighthearted, but still keeps us focused. Like doesn't let us tilt off the face of the earth.
It's probably the one where, oh, there's so many good plays. They all involve Godly. Just that's the important note. They all involve Godly because there's a tons of plays where Godly is just, we're getting ready to end the game and Godly is just chasing people around the map. Or, for example, Godly goes, he's wearing the wife beater Brom skin and he goes, tat it up, bring me another beer, bitch. You know, Godly's just the GOAT. He's just...
I don't know. Between Nuffy's booming out and us saying, you know, fuck it, let's just ball, or between the Godly wife beater comments, there's a lot of good clips. There's Mason flashing under turret level 1 because of Joby. To be honest, you could look at our season and just be like, yeah, that's a clip farming team. I think everybody trying to end the game in semifinals against IDI, I think I had the game 4, game 5.
That was
probably
so
the
good.
highlight.
I have so many good ones.
I forgot about that. That was awesome.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
I would say the moment that we beat Akuma's in quarterfinals, because I didn't think that our team's gonna make it top 4, but then they worked really hard. That's my favorite moment of the season.
Favorite play personally I did was against IDI. I made a TP top play where I pretty much got a triple, almost quadra if it wasn't for Joby taking the last kill as Cassin was trying to get away. And that just game overall was like probably my best game of the season. Just getting my signature Lissandra pick, smashing the greedy Cassin pick, and just making plays all over the map. But the one around like, I think it was like 22 minutes when I TP'd the top lane following the Cassidon, and I like blew up one person, flashed a skill shot, finished off Caitlyn, then E'd back over to the top, back to where, oh wait, the Caitlyn's up at the top, and then I end up getting a double, triple, or something like that. And then another one favorite, not from me, that I just like really just loved watching was when Kami did a 1v2 in the bot lane against like a Hui and something else as on Ashe, and he's just like space gliding on them. They couldn't touch him and he just mowed him down.
Real roughness is real, dude.
Well, currently, the Yeet list has not been dropped, but I do have some plans with Cammy over here to play on Risen Mythical.
Yeah.
But none for Titan currently.
Well, I think all 5 players are getting yeeted after this split, so good luck to everybody in Vanquisher now that it's a free league. But I was gonna retire, and then Joby convinced me to play more with him. Got the Risen Super Squad going on. But other than that, I think I'm gonna be taking a break from League.
I do. I got picked off to another org, and I won't really say who it is until injury or something. I don't know, but I do have plans to compete in Vank next season. So, yes.
I wasn't even supposed to play this season. I was supposed to be on a break, and these guys dragged me back in. I don't really plan on. I don't really plan on playing again unless somebody asks me to play. Like, I enjoy competing and all that, but I don't really put myself out there. But if anyone wants me to play on them, I'm usually down to join whatever team.
I want to shout out Palace for doing all our scouting throughout the season. I did not open a single op.gg this entire season. I appreciate that. Really made my lazy self thrive. I want to shout out Shane for being an active participant in our Twitch chats and trash talking anybody who opposed us. And I want to shout out Kami and Teals for coming in mid-season when we were struggling.
Yeah, I have a couple. I mean, to be honest, shout out to my teammates first and foremost. Even though like we had like some crash out moments between all 4 of us or 5 of us, it was always a fun season. I never really felt like sure felt obligated to play. Shout out to our supporting cast: Palace, Sane, Puff Zone, anybody at IDF, anybody at Flame Horizon. And shout out to everybody who likes trash talking and Titan Vank. Because without that shit, the league's pretty boring. You just show up to your games and you win. So trash talking always makes the game fun. Kind of forces people to improve. But other than that, that's all I got.
Shout outs to all the fans for supporting us throughout the season and keep cheering us on. And shout out to all the haters. Thanks for doubting us. And shout out to Joby for offering me to allow to scout for his team and be an analyst for his team, and that's how we won. So yeah.
Just shout out to my teammates. First of all, just bring me in mid-season, like having faith in me that I could help them fix the funk that they were in. And like I always felt like I was the weakest link of the team, and they just always just kept reassuring me that I was fine, like we all have bad days, whatever. And it stopped me from like tilting in a important series or whatever, and any games that I was able to bounce back in several of them because of that mentality that and the confidence that they gave me.